everyone. This is Tony Lelly along with Dan Vogel from High Valley Sports Online, your High Valley Sports Authority, with your November 14th, 2024 Coaches Show Remote Edition. Today we are speaking with Brett McLean, the head football coach of the St. Clairsville Red Devils. Coach McLean's number one seeded Red Devils will take on the 13th seeded West Holmes High School Knights out of Millersburg, Ohio, in the Region 4 semifinals. The game will be played at New Philadelphia's Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium this Friday at 7 p.m. And we will stream that game live, audio only broadcast right here on OhioValleySportsOnline.com. You can also catch it on our Facebook and YouTube channels. The Red Devils football team finished the regular season with a perfect 10-0 record, then continued into this week's third-round playoff game by defeating Marion Franklin 40-6, Columbus Bishop Ready by the score of 29-22. Coach McLean, I'm looking forward to this all day. I appreciate you spending time with us.
Yeah, Tony, thanks for having me, man. I'm excited to be here and, to be in mid-November and still talking live with you about a game that's coming up means some good things have been happening.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Especially, I got to throw in there, you're a fellow Brook Bruin alumnus. So anyway, Coach, yep, you've been going a while, still undefeated, learning some things as you go, though, I'm sure. I didn't get a chance to see your game last week. I was out of town on a deer hunting trip, but it sounded like a great game.
Well, I can't blame you for being out there in the woods and chasing those deer right now. But again, that's a passion of mine that I love to miss because we're still playing football. So,
yeah,
you missed a great game last week. I mean, we had a matchup with Columbus Bishop Ready. That's the second time in 3 years we've met in the playoffs, and they got us the first time. So we got even this week, and it was one heck of a game. The score was pretty low early in the game. It was a defensive battle, but both teams got their feet on the ground in the second half, and then it became quite the slugfest, running up and down the field. Our kids outlasted them. We had our backs at the wall with less than a minute to go, defending a first and goal, really, to conserve the win. So, a lot of character out of our kids. They've done everything we've asked them to do to this point, and we hadn't been we've been behind. The last time we were behind, I believe, was in week 1. So it had been a long time since we were really in that position. And they responded, so we're still playing this week.
That's awesome, Coach. So you got the W, right? That's a really big benefit. But let me ask you, what do you think was some of the biggest takeaways from your about your team, for your staff and your players?
Yeah, well,
That are going to benefit you going into the playoffs.
Honestly, mostly mental. I mean, I think we did physically what we were capable of doing, but to handle, that back and forth that can happen so often in a game with two teams that are really evenly matched. We didn't get too high or too low in the down times or the up times, and when it counted the most, we found the team emotion mentally to make the physical things happen. You can get caught like a deer in headlights when the crowd's going crazy and the band's playing and it's coming down to the last 10, 15 seconds. That's where I think it really comes down to your coaching, your preparation for the game. You remember that one special play that the coaches were able to show you in preparation that might come out in those scenarios. And because you do that, you find yourself making a play and winning the game. And our kids, they defended well when they had to at the very end of the game, and I can't be more excited about that.
That's awesome. That's a great confidence builder, man. So so let's talk about West Holmes this Friday. You've had a week, watching film. What I've seen, you do have a common opponent, East Liverpool, but you had them in week 5 and they had them in week 12. So you and I know, at the end of toward the end of the season can be a completely different team. So
Yep.
you've had a week. What can you tell me about your preparation?
Well, we get into film study right away as soon as we make trades with the other team, and it pops off the film right away that they're very athletic. They spread the field with their offense. They have a very elusive quarterback. He's a dual threat kid. Makes a lot of plays with his legs, but extremely capable passer. Statistically, they've got 5 or 6 kids with multiple catches and carries, so it's not a one man show by any means. They spread the ball around a lot, and they put a lot of stress on the defense. You have to spread out and match up with them on the perimeter and in the back end, which can spread you thin in the box, and can open up a lot more running lanes and holes for them to run through. So it's a chess match, if you will, when it comes to that. But they have very talented players. They have one of the most athletic and physical looking lines that I think we've played against, where they're very mobile on both sides of the ball. They can pull and trap and counter with their offensive linemen, effectively. And their offensive linemen are capable of getting out in space and getting on people effectively. So,
Wow.
that's a lot to deal with as a defense. But you get to a point where the teams that are playing now, everyone's got great players. Everyone's got good schemes, and it comes down to really execution and eliminating the mistakes, and playing a smart, clean game. Um, and your kids, they're capable. You got to get them ready mentally. You got to get them ready physically to come out, and from that first tee up, they've got to be ready to go.
How you feel about the kids? Are you healthy going in?
Well, yeah, we're healthy as can be right now. Fortunate to say that, and I'll knock on wood. Injury bug can get you anytime, but to be this far in, it's a long season. It's when you couple 2 scrimmages on top of the 12 that we've already played, that's a lot to ask of these teenage kids. And I think it's a testament to our preseason preparation, our pre-practice preparation, our training staff, keeping our team, healthy. That's important now. In our history of playoff runs, it seems as though attrition can get you. If you lose a few key players, it can really change the team that you were maybe weeks previous to that. And so far so good in that category. Um, it takes all you have to win one of these games, and we hope to be there healthy tomorrow night.
Very good. So what's the travel plan look like?
Oh, we got quite the day tomorrow. First of all, New Philly's, it's not far from us, about an hour and 5 minutes on a bus. We're going to depart school, um, as we typically do through a pep rally, go have a quick team meal, jump on the buses, and head straight out to New Philly, hoping to be up there a couple hours before kickoff and get our feet on the ground. Our kids have not played there. So this is really neat for them, and that's one of the cool things from this round on. You do play in, somewhat neutral sites, and they're usually some of the best of the best
Yeah.
sites to play at. And New Philly is one of those. It's been a long time since I've been there personally. I told a reporter yesterday I coached a track meet there as an assistant track coach in 2001. Um, so there's been a lot of upgrades. I think they still had grass on the field then. It's a turf facility now, but just a beautiful stadium. We're the home team, so we get to address the home sideline and have the home bleachers. It's looking forward to being a great trip up there.
Well, sounds good, Coach. I'll be doing the game, so I'll come down before the game and holler at you, so we can get a chance to finally meet.
Absolutely, Tony. I hope you do. Like I said the last time, we appreciate you guys doing these types of things for these young men. You make them superstars.
Appreciate that, Coach. So again, I wanted to remind everyone that you can listen to the game broadcast live right here, and it will be audio only broadcast on highvalleysportsonline.com. You can also catch it on our Facebook and YouTube channels. That's High Valley Sports Online, your sports authority for high school sports in the High Valley. See you Friday, Coach.